right now on News Channel 8 at 11.
My ears popped when we were inside the fellowship hall.
I was trapped under there for probably 3 minutes.
As I went through the doorway and I immediately told her to get in the tub.
Tonight, the storm is gone, but the recovery is just getting started. Miraculously, everyone survived.
I'm most thankful that there was no loss of life. That's our #1 concern.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Rod Carter. Thanks so much for joining us on this Saturday night. Tonight, Nestor is moving away from the state of Florida. Max Defender 8 showing us where that storm is right now. Before leaving the state, though, it did spawn off 3 tornadoes, 2 of those here in the Bay Area and 1 in Lee County just south of us. All right, take a look at this. The damage is what you see from what that storm did when it passed through our area. Kathleen Middle School in Polk County now has a huge hole in the roof, and the school is going to be closed on Monday and Tuesday. Polk County school officials tell us that all other schools will have classes on Monday as they normally would. Also in Polk County tonight, strong winds flipped over an RV over on top of a boat. Take a look at this from Drone 8. That storm carried maximum sustained winds of 120 miles per hour. All right, tonight we have team coverage for you. Meteorologist Ian Oliver joining us now. Ian, the images out of Polk County show just how strong this storm was.
Rod, good evening. Yeah, we see our fair share of tornadoes across the Tampa Bay area. Oftentimes water spouts that move on shore. They're weak and they're short-lived. The tornado in Polk County was neither of those things. More like a tornado you would see in the middle part of the country. Did have that EF0 tornado that was confirmed in Seminole, but the Polk County one, an EF2 with maximum sustained winds, as you mentioned, or maximum peak winds of 120 miles per hour. A 9-mile track was about 1/3 of a mile wide. The National Weather Service did a storm survey today. They assessed the damage, and that's how they determine those values. Just for a little perspective here, that's Lakeland Linder Airport. This is where the tornado started, off to the north and west of the airport, Carolyn Lakes community, at about 10:59 last night. Moved right across the Polk Parkway, right across I-4, the Winston area where the Publix complex is, also the drive-in movie theater. And there is Kathleen, where this tornado eventually lifted, did the damage to the middle school that's going to be closed as they repair that next week. Max Defender 8 right now, we're still tracking some isolated downpours. These are nothing like the storms we saw late last night and early this morning, but they're quick movers. Some downpours rolling through South Tampa, downtown, moving towards Brandon, eastern portions of Pasco County, seeing those quick moving downpours. Also western areas in Polk County, seeing more of those showers drift on through. Same story south of I-4, Highlands County seeing a good coverage of some spotty showers. Good news is these start to wind down as we move on through the overnight hours tonight. Finally, the forecast for the second half of the weekend looks a whole lot better. I'll have that for you coming up in a few minutes. Rod?
Sounds good, Ian. Thank you. And tonight, the cleanup from this storm does continue across the Bay Area. Take a look here. At least 50 homes damaged by that powerful EF2 tornado that hit Polk County. 8 on your side, investigative reporter Masa Saidi spoke with people there who were at home or even at a church when that storm started barreling through.
Well, good evening. This church was in the path of destruction. Some of their windows were blown out. You can see it had to be boarded up. It was shattered. Wind speeds with this tornado up to 120 miles per hour. The EF2 tornado touched down late Friday night in Polk County. The winds flipping the semi on the highway.
I mean, it sounded like a freight train, but I had no idea that the damage that was going on around us was this extensive until we opened up the door.
Outside that door, the home of the Wright family. Bill and his wife were in bed when they heard the rumble. They tried to take cover, but you didn't have time to run to the bathroom.
We didn't have time to do anything.
The roof ripped off. Bill says he was pinned under this dresser. Within seconds, everything torn down and destroyed. But Bill, his wife, and the flag still standing.
That we're lucky. Real lucky. Amazing people. I mean, half of these people I don't even know.
Tonight, the cleanup underway as officials work to confirm the number of homes that have significant damage. Matt Gilmore is the pastor of Mount Tabor Church.
We think the front porch is going to fall.
The main building spared, but the food bank that fed close to 200 each week is gone.
But this is superficial. Lives are more important.
The latest reports indicate no serious injuries. Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd has this warning for anyone thinking about looting or stealing.
Stay away unless you're here to help.
And homes in part of the county are exposed tonight. You just heard law enforcement is concerned about looting. Meantime, I'm told that food bank will be back. In Polk County, Masa Saidi, 8 on your side.
Masa, thank you. The Polk County Sheriff's Office tells 8 on your side 2 crews of inmates will be out helping to clean up the debris in the morning. Those crews will focus on the Mount Tabor Road area and Kathleen Middle School. It's all a part of the Polk County Sheriff's Office weekend inmate program. Inmates can work on the weekends instead of receiving jail time, and tomorrow they're going to be out there doing cleanup. So before that storm made its way through Polk County, Seminole was in its path. The storm took down trees and created quite a mess in that area. Tonight, our team coverage continues now with 8 on your side's Marco Villarreal live in Pinellas. Marco.
Good evening, Rod. Tonight, the power is back on after the storm blew through this area last night. And tonight, several of these homes still have heavy damage. Saturday morning, residents at the 12 Oaks Mobile Home Park woke up to see damage to several homes.
Hour and a half, and that was it. She was up all night. I had about an hour and a half of sleep.
This after a night of heavy rains and lightning and a tornado that hit around 9:30 Friday night.
Right here's our bathroom window.
Yep.
We got in a tub, closed the door, sat down, and we heard the whistling, and then this got wrapped around the pole and the transformer went out.
This mangled mess of metal was George Sanders' carport, ripped up by 70-mile-per-hour winds.
You see all the aluminum?
Yeah.
The silver aluminum? That's part of this, and it was up wrapped around the lines.
Not far from there, another neighborhood saw damage after the storm. Residents have done what they can, piling up debris, clearing away trees and plants that blew down, and leaving what could still pose a danger to neighbors.
Like this, I'm not messing with it. It's too close to the pole. Too dangerous.
Some saw FEMA inspectors in the area assessing the damage and compiling a report. These residents hope it's nothing but blue skies and sun in the future.
Life goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait for them, do what I can, and hope that my roof doesn't get torn off all the way.
And the good news tonight is there were no reported injuries when this tornado blew through this area. Rod?
That is good news. What other damage did you see in that area, Marco?
Quite a bit, not just the mobile home park, but if we head over this direction, this is the back of the Hearing Institute of Tampa Bay, and you can see they kind of have an awning back there as well. Some damage there. The people who park under there may have to find a new spot Monday morning, but a lot of cleanup still left to be done out here.
Yep. All right, Marco, thanks so much. Marco Villarreal live for us tonight in Pinellas County. We appreciate it. An update now tonight from Lakeland Electric on the power outage numbers there in Lakeland. Right now, more than 4,300 customers are without power tonight. Lakeland Electric says that the crews are going to be working throughout the night to try to make sure that everyone gets restored. And of course, you can always download the Max Defender 8 app. It is a free download in your app store so you can keep track of any storms and where those storms may be headed. Still ahead tonight, now that the bad weather has moved on, we're going to tell you what the rest of the weekend is going to look like for you in case you want to head out and do something. Also tonight, a woman behind bars for a deadly crash. We'll tell you what led up to her arrest. Also, a death investigation now turns to a murder investigation. What the sheriff's office is saying about that tonight.
Rise and shine.